or he struggled. They had a good game plan, making us get off the ball. Especially for me, man, it was super in the gaps. I made the right play all night, so I don't really look at it like I struggled. I didn't get enough shots to say I struggled, so that's my.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah, 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing that. And so, look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit, and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom. You can be anything you want to be. And when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right hand side, we got the OG prediction looking pretty good. Chuck Little John. What's up, big homie? You on mute, bro.
Yo, what's happening? Turn this TV down. How you doing?
So I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. I'm getting back into the flow of things off of my vacation from last week. I'm feeling pretty good. Man. So having a pretty good 2 days of work. So it's going pretty well, man. How are you feeling over there, big dog?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. I see the prediction looking pretty good. We will jump into that later on. I think I have an idea of what you're talking about. So we will jump into that, man. But everybody that's out there, what you say, OG?
I'm long whiffing it.
No. Everybody out there, my dog Kori White. What's up, my dog? The Christmas podcast. He's actually enjoying his time as well. Yeah, 2 days. Yesterday and today, man, at work. Yeah, yesterday and today, man. So those are my 2 days. I know you don't know what that means right now, being that somebody's not there. But everybody on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, remember when you come to the channel, man, tell a friend, bring a friend, and when you come, don't come by yourself. This is episode 89, season 5. We have a great show for you today. We're going to talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs that's going on. We got some hot takes going on, man. Like the OG said, his prediction of lone wolfing it is looking pretty good for him. 2 teams are up 3-1. And we will jump into that, man, and see how this thing can get switched around, if it can. All right, then we're going to jump into some NFL talk as well. We got some players not showing up for camps, OTAs, voluntary OTAs. So we want to know about those, man, and see if it's a big deal, major deal, or no deal at all. So we'll talk about that as well. And then I got a quick game for you all. And I don't know if it's a game or just some quick hitters that I want to hit y'all up with, man. Just a couple questions, and that we can just rapidly give answers to. So, what's up, Larry Wright, my dad, Pop? What's going on, baby? And let's welcome our third co-host to the channel, man, Decatur's favorite candy, Kori Davis. What up, baby? What?
What's happening, fellas? I apologize for my tardiness. Y'all up too?
Oh man, I'm loving this Wednesday. I'm having a good day over here.
For sure.
Yeah.
Big Chuck, what's happening?
Oh, gee, you muted, bro.
Living the dream. Dog keep barking. I had to mute. Yeah. Trump is trying to sell. Trying to come to the door and sell something 8 o'clock at night, and I got that big old no soliciting sign out there.
So let me tell you. Let me ask y'all a question real quick. I know before we get going, G, you a dog person, right?
Mm-mm. I have dogs.
You got 2 dogs, man.
What?
I got dogs. But I ain't no dog person.
You're not a. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had hundreds of shows, and this man said no. We've heard Gracie, and I forget the other dog, but this man just came on and said he's not a dog person. What? Oh, okay.
I got Gracie for my wife. She loves dogs.
But that's your dog.
That's my wife's dog.
Yeah.
So
you got 2 big dogs.
yeah, and then we got Chubbs, who we brought in, because what happened with that. So we brought him into the family. They begged me, please bring him in, please. So it was a long conversation we had about bringing him in.
Hold on. How'd you get Chubbs?
So Chubbs was my wife's brother's dog.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So yeah. So when he was going through his stuff, his cancer situation, we
adopted.
Yeah. We brought him in.
How? Oh my God. Okay. Okay. But okay.
So
the face on this man.
Bruh, these dogs
They get along?
Oh yeah, they get along great.
Okay.
At first they didn't. But they are like best buds now.
Okay.
But and I think it's partially our fault for moving. I think in the last home we was at, we got complaints about the dogs barking outside. So they had doggy doors. So they were able to go freely in and out the door. Go use the bathroom, whatever it may be. Go bark at people. Go bark at dogs and whatever may be going on. So we left that situation. Thought we was in a better situation. Now they don't really have a whole lot of yard to go play around in. They don't have a doggy door no more. So they spend a lot of time in the house. And they poop and pee in the house on a regular.
Yeah. And who has to clean it up?
I love my dog, but and I better not say that. Peter, come get me.
Dog. That right there has me on fire every day. Like that, man. And you can take them out, walk them, and that still come back in the house and poop. Like it's been insane, man. So now, So now they sleep in the cage, and like I was like, from now on, do not leave them out at all. From now on, I don't care if we home, put them in the cage, and we take them out when it's time to walk. Like I'm not dealing with that, man. So yeah, I'm not
are they in the cage now?
I think my wife got him right now. But I hope she look. I think she's about to take a shower, so I hope they're in the cage. It's supposed to be in the cage.
Well, look,
I'm down here with the door closed, so if not, we might have a problem.
So look, on Sunday when we were doing the show, I was in the car, we were leaving, function, and I did the show from the car. So as we in the car, I think I left one time. My son was playing in the yard, and a dog just showed up. And he didn't even see it, and so my older son goes, "Aaron, run!" And he just darted. He just started running. The dog just came behind him, but it was neighbor's dog. We don't know where the dog came from, but he's chasing my youngest son, and my son just happened to have some feet on him, and he was gone. But that dog stayed in the yard, and literally, we don't know where it came from. We just big old dog or whatever. No, not a big dog, it was a little bit dog, but it just came out of nowhere. So it reminded me when Chuck said, dog or whatever. We did the show. I didn't get out until then, but when I tried to get out to kind of divert, my family, it came after me. I got back in the car, but
it left the family.
They left me.
Yeah, that reminded me of the story that the OG and them was telling me about on the golf trip when they had the bear that came to the
bear.
Yeah, Bear came to the nose of the Quentin was in there frying bacon. And this bacon could have come. I mean, this bear could have come in the house. This dude had his nose on the screen.
What?
I'm running. Right, want to get right talking about. Let me get my camera. Man, you out your mind. We gonna put this doggone window down, buddy.
Get my camera.
Yeah. So then,
Wow.
and Roddy, this how Roddy is. So then he finally leaves the screen. Roddy go outside and try to see if he can see the bear take pictures.
Man.
But I mean, that bear nose was on the screen, boy. He could have come through there.
So this is the same location where y'all were at now?
Yep. No. This is one of the times we was in Tennessee. I don't know. We seeing some a lot where we was in Tennessee. That doggone. I tell you this quote. I tell you about Pee Wee. He just jumped on. So the first time we went to Tennessee, we had told us about the bears. That doggone Pee Wee go out there at night to get something out the truck. I go out there and make a noise. That dude come running back in there.
So you play too much.
That's exactly what he said.
You play too much. Wow.
Oh yeah. But you see, the times we gone to North Carolina, we hadn't seen any. But when we was in Tennessee, it'd be some bear sightings.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
All right, man. Well, I love that first conversation. OG, man, that's how you start off. What day is it?
Today. We know what day it is. You gotta get to the middle of the week, get to that weekend, and it is hump day.
Almost there.
Yes, sir. It's all downhill from here, man. My dad just said, "Did I miss hump day?" Like,
I know, right?
When I tell you, when people come to the show, they get upset when we don't say hump day, man.
Hump day, boy.
So, that is the staple.
If he comes late, he missed it.
Yeah. That is the staple on Wednesdays, man. So, OG, we appreciate you always giving them what they want. All right, let's give everybody else what they want and what they need, and that is Cooking Dad's drink reviews.
You know, everybody drink responsible.
You won't want to take the opinion of a stranger. That type of advice is just not for you, because you're at that time of the day where you don't want to waste your money, and your plan is to throw back a shot or two. You're not necessarily an alcohol person, and picking out a brand is fairly new. If you want something to go with your burger, possibly a steak, then check out Cooking Dad's drink reviews. Remember, drink responsibly and click that subscribe too, and go with the one the crew and you trust. Cooking Dad's drink reviews.
Thank you once again, Cooking Dad Drink Reviews, for being a wonderful sponsor of our very first segment. All right, fellas, man, let's go ahead and jump into these topics. All right. We have two teams up 3-1. The Oklahoma City Thunder 3-1 versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. They play at 8:30 tonight in Oklahoma City. And then you have the New York Knicks, who are down 3-1 to the Indiana Pacers. And that's what OG's name says. OG prediction looking pretty good. So in these two games, man, what key adjustments need to be made for the Wolves and the Knicks to force a game 6, man? Let's start with you, Kori.
They go home. They go home. I'm so embarrassed. I ain't get, you know what I'm saying? I thought I had some scrappy picks. I had some good comments about them. Just go home. You know what I mean? I told my wife, I said, I just want this to be over because OG ain't gonna he ain't gonna hang up. You know, he ain't gonna let it go. You know what I'm saying? I said, I just want the series be done with. New Yorkers, y'all failed. And I'm sad for my homeboy Ant-Man because between him and Randolph. And it's Randolph? Randall.
Mm-hmm.
It just that 15 points. Come on, man. Randall 12, I think it was.
I think he only had like 5 or something, didn't he?
Maybe that listen, you know what? I know it won a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I know it won a lot.
Yeah, it won a lot. But that's something like, man, are y'all trying? Ant-Man took 2 shots in the first half last game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no way. And And I'm agreeing with Charles Barkley. I think we had this argument more than one time about him being the face of the league. He don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take it. They ain't gonna give it to you. You gotta take it. But like we said before, he don't want it. Nevertheless, I don't have an answer for your question because I don't think it's gonna happen. Just go home, sit down. But where they go, Chuck, in the off season fishing? Well, just go ahead and go.
Cash that bad boy. Go ahead,
Hey, cast it. I
Get your
do not have an answer.
you have the
Chief.
dual fans on there just in case you in a hot area. And go ahead and I don't know what kind of bait you're going to use, but my brother can tell you what kind of bait, the best kind of bait. But just go ahead and cast that bad boy.
Just go ahead and do it, man. It's over.
All right, and OG, before you make your comment on it, bro, let me play the clip that we played in the beginning of the show about Anthony Edwards explaining Game 4, and see if you agree with what he's saying on this, OG.
Like I struggled or he struggled. They had a good game plan, making us get off the ball. Especially for me, man, it was super in the gaps. I made the right play all night, so I don't really look at it like I struggled. I didn't get enough shots to say I struggled, so that's my.
All right, OG, talk to me about these statements made by the young Ant-Man.
Well, you didn't. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to get the ball and get the shot. You just say I ain't get as many shots as I wanted to.
That's why.
Yeah, go to the ball. You the man. You the man of this team. Go get the ball. There was times where he made the shot. You got to do that. You the face of this team.
Mm-hmm.
So they depended on you to be the man. Granted, Randall, like I said, Randall didn't help him. Yeah, Randall had 5 points. So between the two of them, they had 21 points for the game.
Oh, gee.
On 20 shots.
DiVincenzo off the bench had 21. Alexander Walker had 23. And McDaniels had 22. Gobert had 13. But yeah, I'm like, cool. I think it's over. The only way they can win is if your stars play.
Yeah.
And they show up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be some kind of atmosphere in OKC tonight. And them fans, and I think the team want to go ahead and close it out. Don't take it back. Don't let it go back to Minnesota. Where you give Minnesota a little bit of light, and maybe potential have to go to Game 7. Now go ahead and shut this bad boy down tonight. Play like you've been playing at home.
Yeah, and they're closed out against the Denver Nuggets in Game 7. They blew them boys out the water, and this has a chance to be this type of game. And I'm gonna say that only because those statements, the comments that Anthony Edwards just made. I agree with you 100%, OG. When you're the man on the team, and you're saying, "Well, I made the right play. I made the good play. I made the play that I was supposed to make, and I just didn't have enough opportunities to shoot." When you're the man on the team, when you are the guy, when you are the next thing for the league, there should never be a point where any team can stop you from getting your shots. Now, if you just miss, you just miss.
Right.
But you getting your shots should not be an issue. And like you said, OG, and I agree 100%, man, is he failed to go get open. He gave the ball up. He didn't go back to go get it. He didn't go into the post. He didn't come back to the ball. He just stayed over there and let Lou Dirt, just kind of push him away from the ball. And as a up and coming superstar, he has to take that, like James Johnson said, that Mamba mentality and take over a game. The right play is not the right play when you are that player. That's for somebody who is an average player to make the right play. That's what I disliked about LeBron. LeBron says, "Oh, I made the right play. They just didn't make the shot." No, it's not the right play. You the guy. You have to take on that responsibility of taking your team to the next level, not depend on somebody else to do it for you, man. And Anthony Edwards, this is a learning experience for you. This is something that you have to mature into. I think it sucks that you have the opportunity to learn from the Mamba. I think you're learning from LeBron James, and you're sounding like LeBron James. You're gonna have to take control of your team, in order for your team to make it to that next level, not place it off on somebody else, man. So that's my take on it. He has to develop a mid range. He has a decent mid range, but he's too scared to shoot it all the time. So when they're trying to get the ball in your hands, if he had a mid range like Shy does, you can't take the ball out of his hand. He's gonna get into that mid range area. He's gonna kill you all day.
But that's the shot. That's the shot Shy wants to take, though. He'll walk to it.
He'll walk right to it. He'll walk right to it. But Ant-Man, either he wants to go all the way to the hole or he wants to shoot the three.
Yeah.
The great ones, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordans, Steph Curry's, they'll take you inside the perimeter. They'll shoot the mid-range. They'll shoot the floater. He's not doing any of that yet. So he has to develop that, and maybe next year he can take that next step, man.
So as a 23-year-old, you saying that he has matured enough to be a champion?
He has not. He has not. It takes a lot to get over that hump, and he's just 23 or 24 years old. So I'm not holding him to the standard of a Kobe Bryant or nothing like that, because Kobe didn't win it he did win it at an early age, but once he got on his own, he was able to show y'all his maturity. It's kind of hard for Ant-Man right now at the young age of 23, 24 to actually get to that point. Shy is what, 28? You know,
is he that old?
Yeah, he's not. He's a seasoned guy. He may be 27, 28, something like that. So he's not,
okay.
Yeah, so he's been in the league for some years. So,
but let me ask you this: Why are you comparing him to Kobe?
I'm trying the mentality. That's all I'm trying to compare it to.
Oh, the Mamba mentality.
You have to have that mentality of taking over. Not, oh man, I didn't get enough shots off. Like they didn't give me the ball enough. There's never a point in your life that you should say they didn't give me the ball enough when you're the man.
So with that being said, is Anthony a killer? You know how we were talking about, like say MJ, Allen, Iverson, like Kobe. These guys were shooting, scoring. They were killers. They wanted the ball at the end. Is he a killer?
Honestly, I feel like he is, but I feel like he let the media tell him what's the right thing to do, and I feel he's followed the footsteps of a LeBron James and not a Kobe Bryant. LeBron James is that, hey man, I made the right play type dude. I did my part. That man didn't do his part.
So it don't fall back on him.
I can only be as good as my teammates make me.
He loved that statement, boy. You putting him up under the 10 feet under the ground.
Did that sound like somebody? Didn't that just sound like the same thing Ant-Man just said?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I guess. I don't want to put my homeboy in a LeBron James type thing, but
Shy is 26.
26. Okay, 26.
Okay.
Appreciate that. So
I
gave him
25.
Halliburton 25. Okay.
These dudes are showing up. Oh, all right. Why you come over here, man? Ain't nobody over here where I'm at. This dude come over here with a raggedy golf cart. I'm sorry. He might watch the show.
Kamaria says, I think the league is expecting more from these young and up and coming superstars than they can deliver.
Okay. In terms of Ant-Man, he can't deliver.
I think it's a step. I think sometimes it's going to take for you to get knocked down a couple of times. It took Michael Jordan to get knocked down a couple of times before he made it. It took same thing with Kobe and Shaq. It took them some time. They got knocked down and then they won.
When they get knocked down? One time,
Shaq. Well, you know, Shaq doggone got swept by the doggone
Houston
by
Rockets.
the Rockets. Yeah, by the Rockets. You know,
When the Kobe.
yeah, Kobe. He lost. They lost to Phoenix. In the conference finals. You know, so you know that it takes some falling down to get to progress to that level.
Let me ask y'all both questions.
Minnesota in the conference championship last year.
They were.
If they would have kept Cat, would it have been any different?
No.
You don't think so?
I would say that a bit too fast.
I like Cat, but you can get bullied. Like he would have struggled against the Oklahoma City Thunder in this series.
Why you say?
Because he likes to stay on the outside. And so that's not gonna work. He would have shot a bunch of threes in this series where you need him at against them. An undersized team is down low, you know. And I just don't. He wouldn't have been able to get to the basket like he is now against Indiana, dribbling the ball. You're not gonna be able to dribble against these boys at Oklahoma City Thunder. You know, so once he put that ball down, that's a swipe.
Have y'all noticed how zesty he's been lately?
He's been a little zesty. He got a little zesty to him, man. I like Cat. I'm a big fan of cats though. As a person, I love cats, man. I'm a
He
big
better
fan.
be real zesty tomorrow night. Or he gonna be out there on that boat.
So y'all, there is no chance of the New York Knicks winning tomorrow's game at home.
Where they playing at?
At home.
It's a chance, but I saw something today though, and he may change it because he was forced to put some people in when Cat and Jalen Brunson got in foul trouble. But I saw something today. The starters for the Knicks have been playing like 600 and something minutes.
Because he only go like 6 or 7 deep.
The starters for Indiana only playing like 400 and something minutes.
Right.
So that means somebody ain't fresh.
When the come along, they started to get gas.
Good.
Yeah.
Except for game 3.
Do y'all realize Halliburton had a triple-double with no turnovers?
No turnovers.
People doubting that dude.
No turnovers.
38 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 assists. Or the other way around.
Yeah.
You know, Shy was 1 rebound away from a triple-double in the game the other night.
Yeah.
He had 9 rebounds.
How many free throws did he shoot?
Huh?
How many field goals?
Free throws.
Oh, free throws.
You back on that?
Well,
I've been watching since.
You didn't hear that man complain about it.
But since G brought it up, I've been watching it more now. It's like he'll pull you into a foul. You know what I'm saying? It's not a legitimate call sometimes.
It's not. He ended up, I think, with 14 free throws this past game, or maybe more than that. I know he got some down the stretch because they were fouling, trying to, play the foul game. So I know he got like 4 of them down the stretch, or 3 of them because he missed one. But it's still, when they lost, the game they lost, the only one game they lost, he had 4 free throws attempts.
But he didn't play the 4th quarter. He only had 14 points.
Yeah.
But they were down like 30 points.
They were down 30 points.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he only had 4 free throws. And all the games that he's won, he's been in double figures in free throws.
So what about Jalen Brunson? Have you been keeping up with his free throws?
I have not.
Because to me, he's just as bad.
He is just as bad, but I think they have figured it out with Jalen Brunson. He's getting called. He's getting called for offensive fouls. So they kind of figured it out over there. I don't know why. Probably because he's a little bigger than Shy is. But go ahead, Kori. What you about to say?
No, you right. You right. You hit it right on the head. You know, this foul problem. And then I thought you were about to say what I was thinking. They figured out if you get Brunson in foul trouble early, and then they just start taking it to him.
Yeah.
You know, picking on him.
They make him play defense.
Make him play.
Yeah, they make him play. I think in the last 2 games, he didn't have 4 fouls in the first half. Brunson,
it been close. Yeah,
yeah. I think the last 2 games he had 4 fouls in the first half.
Yeah, and Cat not too far behind him, like with 3. You know,
so they pushing the envelope because, like you said, they don't want to put nobody else in, so they still playing this man with 4 fouls in the first half. Instead of putting, you know, the John Wright or what I can't DeLon Wright.
Yeah.
So they kind of started throwing him in there now. But yeah, man, this man is definitely becoming a liability on defense. I don't know. You can't really do that with Oklahoma City and go at Shy because he don't really play defense either. But their team defense is outstanding. I think they was number 1 in the league in defense this year, and it's showing, man. They are putting it on them defensive wise. So I think when I hear Ant-Man say, "Yeah, man, they're taking the ball in my hand, man. I don't know what else to do." Like that means they got you. They in your head now.
All right, fellas. I want y'all to do me a favor. We're gonna do this on the count of 3. You tell me. We're gonna say it at the same time. What team has the best chance of taking? We're going to game 5. What is game 6? What we're playing? Game 5.
Game 5 now.
All right. Which team has the best chance of taking game 5? We're gonna say it on the count of 3.
Well, which game, man?
Both games. Yeah, both games. But we just choose between the 2 of them. Which team got the best chance of taking game 5? 1, 2, 3. New York.
No.
Why you ain't say nothing? You said no.
I knew what y'all was gonna say. I knew what both of y'all was gonna say.
I knew what it said. No.
I already had my note prepared. I knew what y'all was gonna say.
This dude waited just said no.
My dad said Wolves. Kamari said OKC.
Oh,
and both these games gonna be closed out this week. As in today and tomorrow.
It's today and tomorrow. Wow. All right. So with that being said, then who do you have winning it between the Pacers and OKC? Then,
ooh,
that's gonna be good.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
And are y'all excited about seeing OKC in Indiana play?
The way they've been playing in these playoffs, yeah.
Okay. Good.
I don't know if I am, but just imagine. These are 2 small market teams that are going to be playing in the finals. How crazy is that? 2 small market teams in Oklahoma City and Indiana. I mean, you know, Indiana has more history, but you know what? I ain't gonna pick because whoever I pick gonna lose.
Okay.
You muted, OG. Oh, good.
I don't know. It's a toss up because OKC like to run Indiana like to get up and down the court too.
Mm-hmm.
They showed last night how they can turn you over too. So
they got some hoopers. Yeah, Naismith.
Yeah, both of them. I mean, it's gonna be something.
Yeah. And they're both healthy teams too.
Now the only advantage I get OKC. Well, no, not really, because I was gonna say with their big, but they got Indiana got 2 bigs.
They got 2 big, Pascal and Turner.
Yeah, Turner. So it's gonna be. I'll put it this way: whichever star shows up every game, that team is gonna win. In between Halliburton and Shaq.
Speaking of Halliburton, they allowed his dad to come to the home games now. He can't. Yeah, and now they say he can't come to the floor.
They said the suite.
Yeah, he got to be in the suite. And the crazy part, looked like he was in a suite by himself. Like they done put him in a corner. Like you in here. Because every time they looked at it, he wasn't near nobody.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
He-
All right.
you know, one talking, but anyway.
I'm going to make a pick. I'm gonna pick the Pacers based on experience because they've been this far before. Not that they've been to the championship before, but they've been to the conference championship. So they had that tape. But OKC, this will be their first time going with shot.
Okay.
All right, Phil, welcome on, Big Phil. Phil says he has OKC winning. My dad has the Pacers winning. I really don't know. Both teams are good and both play defense. I go with the Pacers, so he got the Pacers. This is a tough one, man. I would like to see the Pacers win.
So I like to see.
I'm gonna go with the Pacers. I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon with OG, man. I'm on OG's bandwagon. I'm going Pacers to win this thing if that happens. All right, so oh man,
You going to change it?
nah, I'm not gonna change it. I'm not gonna change
it.
No,
huh?
Two.
What did you say?
I say nobody, because whoever I pick gonna lose. I ride with y'all. I go Pacers unless G about to change. You know.
No, I'm not gonna change it. But 2012 was the last time the Oklahoma City Thunder went to the finals. And 2000 was the last time the Indiana Pacers went to the finals. So both of those teams have been a while of being there, man. And it's probably, and I know the Knicks has been longer than that.
Indiana ain't never been to the finals.
They played late. They went against the Lakers in 2000. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and go into our second segment where we will talk about these NFL players, some high-level players, man, not showing up to OTAs. Is it a big deal, no deal, or a little bit of a deal? In the next episode.
You know, everybody's responsible.
You won't want to take the opinion of a stranger. That type of advice is just not for you, because you're at that time of the day where you don't want to waste your money, and your plan is to throw back a shot or two. You're not necessarily an alcohol person, and picking out a brand is fairly new. If you want something to go with your burger, possibly a steak, then check out Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews. Remember, drink responsibly and click that subscribe too, and go with the one the crew and you trust. Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews.
Thank you, Cooking Dad Drink Reviews, for being a wonderful sponsor of our second segment. All right, fellas. So, we all know that Terry McLaurin, Micah Parsons, who's kind of in and out, Myles Garrett, Cook, not Dalvin Cook, but his brother, Cook up in Buffalo. Stephon Diggs have not. He's.
I think he went to New England.
He is at New England, but he's not at OTAs.
Oh, he's not OTAs.
Yeah, he's not at OTAs. Yeah, he's not at OTAs. So, do y'all see these players not being at OTAs as a overrated, underrated, or not rated at all? Overrated mean, yeah, man, they need to be there. They have to be around that team. Underrated, man, it don't really matter if they're there or not. They can be there or they cannot be there, or it doesn't even matter at all.
It seems like the list that you called out were veterans, deep veterans.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say, not that important that they be there for leadership purposes, sure, but it doesn't affect the outcome of how well the team is going to end up playing. The names that you called out.
Okay.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Like I said, it's OTAs, so they all like Chris saying they're all veterans. So it's not like they need to get there in jail. McLaurin had a year last year with Daniel, so they got that camaraderie going on.
Mhm.
So it'd be different if this was Daniel's first year.
Mhm.
Then he would definitely need to be there to spend as much time with him as he could. But and still, yeah, I don't think it's a big deal. I think I just speak for my team. I apologize for saying he'd already signed. I can go back and say I made a mistake. Some people won't do that. They just politically talk around and say it seems like they're right. I can admit when I made a mistake. But I don't think it's a big deal because, like you said, they're all veterans. If you had a rookie receiver out there, a good rookie receiver coming in, then it would be more important that rookie receiver is working with the quarterback as much time as he can.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Since these are all veterans and most of them been with their teams for a while, then I don't think it's a big deal.
And help me if I'm wrong, fellas. Is this voluntary?
This is voluntary.
Yeah, voluntary.
Okay.
And I know Micah has been in and out. He comes for a day or two and then he leaves and goes and works out with Myles Garrett, as you've probably seen from a couple clips and videos. They work out together in the offseason. And I'm with you all, man. I don't think this is a big deal at all because this is voluntary and because these are veterans. I understand the leadership part of it all, but if these players were there, they still wouldn't be participating in any real activity because nobody wants to get injured in the OTAs, you know. But I think starting late June, early July, they have to be there for training camp. You can't, whether you're dealing with a negotiation issue or anything, I think you have to be there for that thing because I think that will cause a problem. I think we saw CD Lamb last year. He came out after he got signed and was like, yeah, man, me missing all those practices in training camp, it hurt us. It hurt me. And, you know, so I think players, you know, have to, I think ownership and the players have to come together, man, get these deals done before training camp starts. So you don't have this issue.
And then on top of that, that's these voluntary OTAs are for those guys trying to make that 53-man roster.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're really trying to look at those plug and play guys for the most part. But
I forgot to name another player that's not at OTAs as well.
Kirk Cousins.
No, not Kirk Cousins, but Pitts.
Pitts wasn't it?
Yeah. Pitts,
he need his ass there. You know, my Pitts.
Your Pitts, yeah, your Pitts.
It is the Pitts. Yeah, he need to be there. And I look, and I hate to sound like this, you know, because I know he's considered a veteran now, but you need to be there.
Yeah, and that's a valid point, Kori, because you know your quarterback only started toward the latter part of the season.
Mm-hmm. We got 3 games out of him.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, it's important for a receiver to be there to take advantage of all the opportunity you can to work with the quarterback.
Yeah, man. Now, look, don't get it twisted. And we got 2 good tight ends too. You play around, you want to, you know.
Right.
You know,
NFL, I don't mean to throw no shade, but just anybody that just want to know on the NFL channel, they got Super Bowl 51 playing.
Who played in Super Bowl 51? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Was that was set up? That was set up question by the OG. My bad. All right. My bad. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah. You brought that on yourself. So my dad said there should be there to help the younger player. Just my opinion, which don't amount to a hill of beans. So your opinion matters, Pop. Your opinion matters.
Yeah, I'm not saying opinion don't matter, but I guess some of those young players may not make the roster.
Yeah, right. Now I'm over here try to be a leader to somebody who ain't gonna be on his team. Wasting my good gems on this dude. He ain't even make the squad. Yeah.
You take that to your next team. You hear me? You remember what I told you.
Right. So, Kori, you brought up a player that's possibly not there as well in Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
And we all know that the Falcons are still waiting for a deal. Somebody to give them something what they want for this player. And it's come out that the Pittsburgh Steelers may be in one of the teams that are fighting for him, just in case it doesn't work out with Aaron Rodgers. So in this scenario, man, what player will be better for the Pittsburgh Steelers at quarterback to run that team?
At this point now, what the best player it probably is Kirk Cousins with Pitts. And then you give him to him, the Pittsburgh Steelers for free. But I'll say this here.
Dang.
I don't want that was just a joke. But okay, I'll say this here. Let me start all over. I'm a little upset with the Pittsburgh Steelers for multiple reasons right now. And Roddy, just bear with me for a second. You have allowed one player to hold up your draft. You've allowed one player to hold up pulling somebody in, or you let two quarterbacks go in free agency. You know, you hadn't given anybody a taste of money or a look because you're waiting on a 43-year-old shoulda, woulda, has been quarterback to come to your organization for 1 year, one season. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, I don't even understand why you hadn't thrown a deal at Atlanta to get Kirk Cousins, you know? And like I said, we owe him $37 million this year. Give us 10. You know what I mean? I get it. The past couple of years, y'all been paying $1 and $2 million for quarterbacks to come in there. That's not the Pittsburgh Steelers way. I don't even know where y'all lost your way for so long. But at the same time, I am disappointed because I figured when he was down there, he went two places. He went to Cleveland and he went to Pittsburgh because it's only an hour and a half drive. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if he went there just to get a hot dog. I heard he went into the front office for 10 minutes, maybe. Mm-hmm. However, you could have got Shador in the draft, but you passed over him 3 times. All of this, and we can only keep going back to the Aaron Rodgers scenario. You want Aaron Rodgers that bad. Somebody in that front office is really making a mistake. But if we're now tied with Pittsburgh for some kind of strange reason, I don't know if it's going to happen because they've been stingy and cheap the past couple of years on a quarterback.
Well, if you owe him $37 million, why should I pay him up?
I'm not saying pay 30. Give us 10 in the trade. We know we ain't gonna get 37 from them, but all we asking for is some little cushion for the blow. You know, of that 37 million. We don't just want to get, because we did make a mistake. All right. And at this point now, it's like we need to do something with our ex-girlfriend.
Right.
You know,
right.
She need a house and a car. You know, it's like take her.
I think that Kirk Cousins would be better.
Yeah.
But for 2 reasons. I think he's not 43.
Right. 36.
Second reason is he could be better for your locker room.
Oh, yeah.
Because unless Brett Favre comes with a different mentality, which I doubt he will.
Brett Favre.
Not Brett Favre.
Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, same dude. You're right. They don't want to come to OTA.
If Aaron Rodgers comes with that same mentality, that man, the coach for the Jets went to him and he kind of jerked away, shied away from him, whatever the case may be. But Mike Tomlin, I don't think that's gonna fly.
But somebody's pulling the strings. Like right now, okay, Aaron Rodgers. They say he's taking a sabbatical in the woods somewhere, right? He's he hanging out they say he didn't want to say where he was for fear of people coming to his wooded area or whatever. But that's what I'm saying. What the hell are you doing? You know, it's this football season right now, and you're in a wooded area. You know, where? I wouldn't come either, but I know the only reason why they want to do that is to take pictures of them in the woods. But what you doing in there?
Look, man. Look. You don't see Grayson walking across this.
That's what he did. That's what you looking at.
Yeah, G said it better be in the pen. I got the door closed down here. When the door ain't got open, and here come Gracie.
Dog. And I got my burger sitting right here. She over here sniffing around my burger. Man.
That's right. I ain't mean to disrespect what you saying, Corey.
No. I didn't know why you.
That's what
tickled to death. He said, "You don't see Gracie." But no, man. I just like you said, you're right. Kirk will be a better guy, better fit, but that dude in the woods somewhere, man.
Yeah, like I said, holding the team hostage like this. But let me ask you another question, Lee, I guess, with this. So I know it's been talk about Pittsburgh, but with Carr retiring, do you think New Orleans might try to put their name in the hat?
So they gotta because they got 4 quarterbacks over there too, don't they? They got a quarterback conundrum over there of their own. Your homeboy, and they got 3 other. I think you got Taysom Hill, and you got right behind him. Now I see it.
See, that's what you need right here.
Yeah, dude, you got a little bit of
Yeah.
that be them feisty one there. But that's what I'm saying. They got 4 quarterbacks and they're stable right now too.
And they say your boy's looking good out there.
The one that you posted about, the one that with the bad throw.
Yeah. And the rookie. They say he's and this is OTAs.
Yeah.
They
Ain't
say
nobody
he's out there slinging that thing.
But the clip you showed, and then some people went down the hill. He done threw a few in the dirt just for no reason now.
Well, yeah. I think they try to sell the fans. I don't know if they really believe it. I think they're really just trying to sell the fans on what they have. Kellen Moore, new coach. They just trying to sell them, man. They should be in the market for Kirk Cousins, honestly. Yeah. But I think the Pittsburgh Steelers should go after Aaron Rodgers. I think the locker room will
Aaron Rodgers
will respect him more than they're gonna respect Kirk Cousins.
Aaron Rodgers,
he gonna cause problems in the locker room. He acting in the locker room like he does on the field. That's gonna be a problem.
He's had some people on the team that have that same mentality almost with DK Metcalf over there. I don't think Kirk Cousins will be able to handle a DK Metcalf over there and his rants. So Aaron Rodgers, he and DK will probably be a marriage that will work over there in Pittsburgh. And with the arm that he still does have, and with the DK Metcalf on that side and the defense that they have over there in Pittsburgh, he can make them a formidable team in that AFC North.
1 year.
1 year. That's all it takes. 1 year.
Yeah,
and one of the hardest divisions in football.
Yes.
At least to get Kirk Cousins, you got him for at least a few years.
Yeah, at least 3.
The same thing next year.
But what Kirk Cousins are you getting? The one that only stayed 1 year in Atlanta? He couldn't even make it 1 year in Atlanta.
Okay, what Aaron Rodgers you getting?
Yeah. His past 2 years they've been crunchy. They've been crappy too.
They have been crappy with in New York.
We hold on. Let's keep it a buck. And here in Atlanta, we caused our own problems because we drafted a quarterback for insurance purposes, and then we end up having to, sign that policy, cash in that policy. Mm-hmm. Now, had we not put that pressure on him, we would still have him. Like I said, through 10 games, I was on my high horse. We didn't have any problems until the pressure came with when he got hurt and he was fearful of his job. Now, he came to Atlanta not knowing that we were going to draft a quarterback. Look, any quarterback controversies are terrible all the way around. Right. So honestly, if we didn't have a a bullet in the chamber, we would have kept him in there. You know what I'm saying? Mm. But we had an extra clip, shall I say? So he's still not a bad QB. He just went under some terrible pressure, and then 6 games in a row with interceptions and stuff. It was bad business for being on the job. I'm not saying because he wasn't a terrible guy. Just got hurt. Was scared to tell people that he got hurt because he still wanted to play. I mean, he's not hurt anymore. So I don't. Huh?
Let me ask you this, man. Do you think Aaron Rodgers will respect the coaching mantra of a Mike Tomlin?
No.
Like I think Mike Tomlin, he's not doggone Robert Saleh in New York. He's not. You're not pushing him away. This is Mike Tomlin. I think
you're not
Aaron
getting
Rodgers,
the problem. You're getting a problem with Aaron though.
I think Aaron will respect Mike Tomlin more than he will respect a Robert Saleh.
I disagree. You're getting the issue. Okay, even if he did respect Tomlin, because Tomlin does, demand respect.
Mm-hmm.
But you're already starting off terribly. Are you gonna play or what? Where you at?
But you don't need to be there for OTAs.
But you need to at least contact me and let me know if you playing.
Exactly.
Well, he said he's signing this week.
He said
when he come back from the woods, when you coming back?
So he said he'll sign this week. We not heard though he go sign this week story.
Right. Yeah. It's supposed to be signed by the end of the week.
Okay. So you just gonna come in and sign for the first day of the season? You don't want to come and check out the helmet, the line, the uniform. You don't want to come talk to us and nothing. You just want to come. Hey, I'm ready to play, coach. I would at least say this here: Kirk Cousins is a better professional. He's a better professional ball player.
I give you that. That.
Like I said, he even when we cut him, now I said we cut him, when we benched him, he was still next to the kid, he was praying with him, doing all the Kirk Cousins stuff that he's supposed to do with him. Now, like you said,
pro. He's definitely a pros pro.
That's what you want. My man ain't in the bushes nowhere. He's here. It's voluntary, and I ain't finna be playing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want, like I said, I don't want to get hurt or whatever. But at the same time, y'all still trying to shop me. I'll be here, for the first day of regular OTAs or whatever it is.
Well, and who in that locker room are you trying to get Kirk Cousins to mentor or to be that locker room guy for? Like, you don't have a whole bunch of young players in Pittsburgh. You need a seasoned veteran who's going to make this team believe that they have an opportunity to win.
And Kurt ain't that dude.
You have some older. Kurt didn't make it out of Atlanta. I'm gonna keep on.
You just went back to that same thing.
He didn't make it out of Atlanta, man. This man played 10 games, and y'all booed that man up out of there because he went.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't boo. We didn't boo. Don't do that.
This man was not telling y'all his shoulder was hurting.
He did, and nobody knew that to the end of the season. Don't do that.
Y'all was mad at it. We had a Atlanta Falcons fan come on the show and tell us how bad this guy is. He's the worst of the worst.
Hey, the only reason Aaron Rodgers played the whole season because they ain't had nobody else.
True.
He wouldn't have been playing the whole season. They ain't had no choice.
Yeah.
They said Aaron. My dad says Aaron's too arrogant for Mike. James Lil John said Rodgers need to stay in the woods. All right, man. Quick hitters, man. For the last couple minutes of the show.
I need to ask the question first.
I'll go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
What's the stat? Is it true about I don't know if he plays safety or defensive back about Diggs? I've been seeing some stuff like that. Is it true or not?
There is some back and forth between the organization and Diggs, and
your Diggs.
Yeah, Trayvon. So this is just a ploy that Jerry Jones is using to get Diggs to show out this year.
He's not hurt, is he?
Yeah. So he got hurt. In the last year, and when he got hurt,
right? No,
he just had like a knee. He had something wrong with his knee, and he waited to like January or February, maybe in March, to have knee surgery.
He might not be ready for the season start.
So they say he may not be ready for the season. And so the organization is upset with him, like, hey, man, why'd you wait? You knew your knee was messed up. Why'd you wait to have a surgery? And now you causing us to have issues with our DBs now. So, and he's like, hey, man, I thought it would be okay. I thought I could, rehab it. Oh, anyway, so they're going back and forth. But Jerry Jones, in his old age, said, yeah, man, he messed up recovering from his ACL injury, and it wasn't his ACL. That was a year before when he tore his ACL. And so he got it mixed up. So they got a little spat going on, but it's just to trying to push. I think he may be going not this year, but next year. I think they picked up some people in the draft that they like. And unfortunately, I think Trayvon may be on his way out, which I hate. I like Trayvon. I hear there's some rumors. There's some rumors that Jalen Ramsey may be coming to either Washington Commanders, Dallas Cowboys,
Atlanta.
I didn't see Atlanta.
I start going back to the Rams.
Yeah, because we played.
I didn't see Atlanta. I didn't see Atlanta at all now.
So we see why you gotta do it. Why you gotta say it like that? Like we don't have a chance. He won a championship with our coach, so we reached out a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? So we don't do that. We're in some kind of hunt. So don't. Y'all, not y'all. You know what?
You just had to throw yourself in there.
The way you throw shade is terrible. Like no. You want not y'all. Yeah. Y'all don't have a chance.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go ahead, man.
No, you good, man. Quick hitters, dog. Quick hitters. So this is either or. You choose one, man. And it's a little fun game for both of us, for all of us. All right. So, basketball or football?
Football.
Boxing or golf?
Boxing.
Golf.
Indoor or outdoor?
Outdoor.
Indoor. If you go outdoor when it get cold, you in trouble.
College or pro?
So wait a minute, what are we talking about? You didn't say what sport it is. College. I like
college. Ooh, okay.
I might say college too.
Oh.
Because I like college basketball and college football.
More than pro.
Because I don't watch pro basketball until they get to the playoffs. So I go ahead and tell you.
Okay.
He said that every year.
every year. All right. Movies. Above the Rim or Any Given Sunday?
Above the Rim or Any Given Sunday?
Above the Rim had the best soundtrack. It was a crappy movie, but it had the best soundtrack. So I'm gonna go with Any Given Sunday.
I'm going with Above the Rim.
Above the Rim.
Let me be in that party while I'm watching the movie.
I got 2 minutes, brother.
All right. Juice or Four Brothers?
You got the juice now. Juice.
All right. Rocky or Rambo?
Ooh.
They struck first blood. They drew first blood.
I'm going Rambo.
I just wanted something. That man just wanted something to eat, man.
I'm going Rambo.
My favorite part where I ain't gonna lie, I know this sounds terrible. When they said, go get him, and they said them dogs, you hear that dog go, he killed my baby. I'm going Rambo.
Lethal Weapon or Die Hard?
Lethal Weapon or Die Hard? Die Hard.
They both Christmas movies. If they need to consider you a lethal weapon. Yippee-ki-yay! I'm going with Die Hard. No, because I don't like his wife. Why they just couldn't get back together? They were in different cities every time. So
They know they still love each other. Oh man.
why are you in a different city? I like McLean, but I'm going with Riggs.
Ooh,
So
nice.
Die Hard.
All right.
I mean, not Die
Couple-
Hard, but yeah,
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
All right. 90s R&B or 2000 rap?
Oh, I'm not
And
rap.
the R&B.
I'm going 90s R&B all together.
Tupac or Biggie?
See, I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rap guy.
Not a rap guy.
I'll say Tupac.
Corey?
I say Biggie. Yeah,
You
I
said
don't
Biggie,
like Tupac.
okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
Tupac. He can't act the fool in it now.
DMX or Eminem?
DMX.
Yeah. Eminem.
Eminem. Wayne or T.I.?
T.I.
Oh, these rappers. T.I.
This is for you, Corey. Georgia Bulldogs or Atlanta Falcons?
Both. I can't do that, man. Can't do that. I go to Falcons.
All right. Mike Vick or Deion Sanders?
Ooh.
Oh, this dude, man.
Yeah. And they both play for Atlanta. He's killing you, Corey. I'm going.
Yeah, I got Prime.
Prime. All right. OG, this is for you, baby. Doug Williams or Deacon Jones?
Doug Williams or Deacon Jones? Guess I had to go with Doug. First black to win the Super Bowl. Even though Deacon is from the South Carolina State University.
That's right. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Which one you gonna choose? Okay. All right. All right, 3 more, man. Hoosiers or Rudy?
Oh, I love Rudy.
I would say, yeah, I go with Rudy.
Ice cream or cake?
Both, man. You can't separate them.
Yeah, you can. I agree.
You can't.
Ice cream.
I eat no ice cream. I eat yogurt. Ice cream is I'm lactose intolerant. I can't do no ice cream.
All right. Barbecue or soul food?
What's the difference? I guess you right. There's a difference.
That's different.
Barbecues.
I
OG?
said soul food.
Soul food. Oh. Noodles or rice?
Rice. I'm not a noodle guy. Unless I eat spaghetti.
Noodles.
Give me some
Noodles.
rice, some gravy. It can't be no naked rice now. I gotta have some gravy.
Guess
That man said it can't be no naked rice. Naked rice. Okay.
Episode 89 in the books, man. Let's go eat, fellas. 89 in the books, man. Great.
23-9. Y'all better do something.
I told you, they didn't look. When Ant-Man said, it's over. It's over.
33-9.
23-9.
23-9. Hey, man.
Who? OKC up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm done. Boy, cook.
Yeah. Hey, man. Great show. James Lil John said, if you pick Biggie, you suck. Or you a sucker. All right. DMX and Tupac. Phil says Wayne. 90s R&B. My dad says Die Hard. Phil says Die Hard. My dad says Rocky as well. And 4 brothers. And
Rocky.
James said
You can't win.
RG3 or RC.
Ooh. I'm going RC. No. Yeah, I'm going RC. Neither one of them jokes.
For real. All right, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all rocking with us, man. Great episode. What's up, my dog, Dominguez? That's right, baby. DC for life. You know how we do, baby. All day, every day. Hey, we appreciate you all rocking with us. Hey, make sure y'all check us out every Wednesday and Sunday at 8 o'clock. Hey, Red, Kane. Hey, go to YouTube, man. Hit that subscribe button for me too while you out there, big dog. We appreciate you. Hey, the TCY Tailgate, second annual Tailgate, October 26th, and maybe, what is the I gotta put it in. Whatever the Washington game is. Oh, 9/28, I think it is. 9/21. One of them days. So we'll see. And then we're also going to do a rivalry week tailgate in college football. You know, that might be like a cookout or something. So we'll see. But it should be fun. Be on the lookout. Continue to follow us so you can get all the information on our social media platforms and on YouTube. We love y'all. Remember to keep your head on a swivel and keep God first. We'll see y'all on Sunday, baby, at 8 o'clock. We are out. Peace.
Huh? What's your favorite candy you got up there?
Oh, my favorite candy.
You got up there?
It used to be Tootsie Roll, but then I started worrying about my teeth.
Tootsie Roll,
boy, I eat Tootsie Roll like crazy, but then they got stuck in your teeth.
They do get stuck in your teeth, but that's nasty.
Tootsie Roll, what's your favorite?
My favorite is peanut M&M.
My favorite is Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers?
What?
Three Musketeers.
Oh, that little doo-doo candy.
You talking about Tootsie Rolls? That's the doo-doo candy.
These Three Musketeers. Hey, Kori. Three Musketeers are gonna find you. Be careful.
Hey, man,